how to find the hottest zip codes for wholesale real estate. What's up YouTube, it's Matthew here, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you all, I'm going to share my screen with you all and show a real tactical way to find the hottest zip codes in your area, whether you're virtually wholesaling or wholesaling in your own backyard. So finding the hottest zip codes is important because you need to know where are investors flocking to, where are investors buying their cash deals, so you can target that area to feed them more, right? To give them even more deals and see which zip codes are up and coming in order to be one of the first wholesalers there to send to your cash buyers. Because it's important to know, like, there are certain areas and zip codes that not a lot of investors are investing in because maybe it's too high of a price, it's already developed, or it's too low of a price and there's a lot of crime in this area. So there is a middle ground, there is a way to find these special zip codes. But at the end of the day, an investor buys in all areas, whether it's A class or B class, a place with crime and Section 8 housing, to a place where the average median sale price is over $1 million. So it just depends. But there are certain areas where you see a lot of more activity done by investors. The first way I just want to talk about is just talk to people, right? If you're a beginner wholesaler, talk to realtors. If you can't talk on the phone, email realtors. See whose listing flips on Zillow. Email them and say, hey, I'm an investor looking to buy some properties to hold as rentals or to flip. Like, I see that this house that you listed for was distressed and it's recently remodeled. I want to get into those type of properties. What areas, what zip codes are investors, like your clients, are investing in? Which areas, which cities, and even within the zip code, like what streets, and different things like that. Also, talk to other wholesalers. Other wholesalers will tell you. I mean, some will, some won't, some will. It just depends. And joining RIA groups. So going to a RIA group, talking to people, and sometimes the presentation or just hearing people talk, you kind of get a feel on where investors are going to invest in. And so those are some, to me, those are probably the best ways to find the hottest zip codes, the hottest cities to invest in real estate and to wholesale real estate. So this video is not only just for wholesaling, but just real estate investing as a whole, like where to invest in real estate. But, we talk a lot about wholesaling here. But now I just want to share my screen with you all and share a tactical way to find the hottest zip codes. All right, so I'm on this website called MapzCodecom. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the population count in each zip code. So I'm going to browse zip codes by state. So I'm going to click this right here and I'm going to click North Carolina. And then from North Carolina, I'm going to go to their largest city, Charlotte. And it shows me all the zip codes and their population size. And then on top of that, I'm going to have this handy dandy Excel sheet, I guess you can say. It's really Google Sheets with a chart. We're going to put some zip codes in here and then put the population, median sale price, and then the amount of cash sales, because that's important. And then we're going to have a ratio. So we're just going to pick some zip codes with some large population in those different areas. So if we go back here, this 28205 sounds appealing. Where else? That's 43,000. There's 54,000. There's 72,000 here. Is there anything higher than a 72? You guys probably see it. I'm just not seeing it. So we're going to start out with this one, the 282,269. 28269, right? Let's make sure we got that right. 28269. And then we're going to go, let's go 28277. 28277. And so I would just go down this list, see some high population areas. And you could do this for all the zip codes. So if you're targeting Charlotte, I would do all of these zip codes, by the way. And I like this one, to 28205. So let's do that one. And then from there, I'm going to put the population size for each of these. I should have done that when I was grabbing the zip codes. All right, so here we have the population size. So now we're going to look up the median sale price. Now you can go on Zillow and find this, but what I'm going to use Propstream. And if you all are interested in Propstream, please use my link down below. With my link, you get a 7 free day trial. But it's a great platform where you can find analytics on companies, on different zip codes and markets. But most importantly, you can find motivated sellers to actually find homeowners who are in distress that you can sell properties to. So it's a great platform. So if you want to support this channel, if you're interested in this platform, check my link down below. So from here, I'm just going to type in the zip code. So 28269. Let's 28269, just making sure 28269. So 28269. And then right here, it shows this part of Charlotte, North Carolina. And this was the largest zip code. And then from here, I'm going to look at sales trends, and I'm going to look at the average sale number. This seems within the last year, 245. Let's say within the last 30 days, 332. Wow. Homes sold. Last 90 days, 258. So that's why it's important to look at this. Last 6 months, 248. So let's just stick to the last 6 months for things. So I'm going to put $248,360. So I'm going to go down and do that for all of these zip codes. All right, so we have all the medium sale prices back in place, or we have it in place, and you can see the range. So you see some of them are as high as 700,000 in Charlotte, and some as low as 248. And then we have our population size. So the next thing is we're going to see the cash sales. And the way you do that is you go on Propstream. And so I'm at this zip code. And from filters, what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at ownership information. So I want the last sell date to be within the past 6 months, right? Because I'm looking up medium sell prices within the past 6 months. So what I would do here is I want the last sell date to have been 6 months ago. So let's go September 1st, 2023. And then we're going to put 100% free and clear property. All right, so what we're going to do is go evaluation of equity, and estimated equity is 100%. All right, and then on top of that, I want this to be a property that is not owner occupied, because I want this to be investor, right? So I'm going to put no, it's not owner occupied. And then from there, we have our ratio. We have 1,672 people. So I would put that right here of cash sales within the past month. It was 1,672. Does that make sense, everyone? So essentially, I looked at last sell date this year and forward. 6 months ago and then forward. And then I put 100% equity and things that include unknown sell date. I actually don't want to include that. I think that's going to drop it. So that dropped it down to 160. So this makes more sense, because at first I was all like, wow, that's a lot. But yeah, don't include unknown sell date. So it's 160 actually. 160 cash sales happened in this zip code in the past 6 months. Another thing that you could do, I think there's a free and clear option here. So I would just click this, right? Let's see if this changes anything. 100% equity. I think, yeah, that's the same. But we want to keep that. So voila, 160. So I'll put 160 right here. And then I'll just go down the list and do the same thing for all these zip codes. All right, so I'm just finishing up, but I just want to show you all the process. So I'm just copying, pasting it, going back here, and it's actually going to keep my criteria when I type it into Propstream. So I'm going to click that, and it shows me the sales date, and it still has my same criteria: free and clear, 6 months ago, non-owner occupied. 98 properties in this one, in the 2051. So we're going to put 98 over here, and then finish this off with the last one, which is the high price one. We are seeing it's probably not going to be a lot, but we'll see. 34 properties, that's still pretty decent for the average medium sell price to be $778. 34. All right, so now we got our cash sales, but now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I'm going to divide it by the number of population. And yeah, I think they were trying to do that for me. And then from there, I'm going to change that to 1%. And then voila. So now this is our data that we use to figure out the hottest zip codes. So what I would look at is, I would look at number one, which one has the highest ratio. So I'm going to actually put a filter on this, create filter. And then I'm going to rank this highest to lowest. So it's this A to Z essentially, or Z to A. So the highest ratio of cash sales happening in a zip code is this one, the 28205 out of the 5 we sent. And you could tell that this is not even the highest medium sell price or even the lowest medium sell price. And on top of that, the population is in the middle compared to all of these. So you can tell that a lot of cash buyers are actually going to this zip code. So you see what I did that, and you look at the medium sell price, like that's a healthy medium sell price that you can target, right? 778, that's pretty high. I don't know if you really want to go there. Yes, you can go there, but investors are not flocking to this zip code as much as they do here. And even though this one has more cash sales, it has a slightly lower ratio, right? Because people like this zip code way more. And so I would just look at the highest ratio, but not only the ratio, you have to look at the median sell price. Because yes, you can go to this market and target the zip code, but like these are high net worth individuals, right? And they may not be wanting to sell their high price home, you know, for cash or to a mom and pop shop, right? And so all of these other numbers seem fine, right? So I would just go to these top two, honestly, and I would probably go to this one too, but like both of these are decent ratio for cash sales happening in a specific market. And so that's how I would find cash sales, the hottest markets, the hottest zip codes in a particular market that I'm targeting. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this video on how to find the hottest zip codes. If you all have any questions, let me know down below, and I'll talk to you all later.